the audience response evaluation, and we're basically reviewing our questionnaire and looking at what things do we need to improve. This our project, our stop motion project, was a satirical. So I'll just talk about what it's about and introduce that before heading into the audience response evaluation. Okay, so our stop motion animation was a satirical take on modern day politics, where we had the king die, which could be taken as I don't know, maybe a prime minister or the president dies and he has to be replaced by someone else. They have an election and the media concentrates on various aspects. So in here, the animals start arguing about who should be the next king. Meanwhile, they completely ignore why he died. And what turns out happening is that there's a giant robot dragon comes along and starts eating everyone. And that was also the reason why the king died. Everyone obviously, most people run away, but there's a couple who die, and this just shows how it could be seen of the rise of Trump. Just coming out of completely nowhere, the unknown creature that everyone either ignores or pays too much attention to. So I'm going to look at the questionnaire, see what in our stop motion animation we need to improve on, and take that and look at how this will help me improve in the future. So, right, what do we have here? So, did we achieve what we were required to do? So we were set out to have at least 12 seconds of animation. We ended up having about 50 seconds of animation, probably more. And from all these statistics, we've had a very positive response. Most of these are above grade 4 out of 5. We got the ones which aren't 4 out of 5. So we have the worst ones we have is the set and background. People didn't really like it as much as everything else. I mean, we had about, between everyone we asked about 13 people, and out of the people who answered reasons, we had 11 in total who answered reasons, and 2 of them didn't like them. 5 of them said they could be improved. So yeah, she says that perhaps in the future we could use perhaps grass, fake grass for the set, or perhaps sand or something like that, rather than wallpaper on a board. Other than that, everything else is pretty positive. The next worst is the one that's 4.1. Did you find the narrative interesting? Did it make sense? 9 people answered reasons for this. 5 people said it was easy to understand. The other 4 said not so easy. The other 2 said not so easy. 2 said comedic. Sorry about that, my mistake. So this might be. So not many people found it that hard to understand the basic premise we were going for. And that perhaps might be because they're either adults, or not really inside our target audience, and perhaps it's just because they didn't really find it funny or enjoy it. So move on. in terms of our best um, grade out of 4 or 5 is a 4.8, asking how do you like the soundtrack that we will select for the animation? Did it complement the animation? And everybody basically said it was suitable. I'll go down from here from, well, from 9 to 10. Some of the reasons how it could be improved. So 4 people found it didn't need to be improved. 3 people thought the audio should be improved, so the voice acting could be improved. Was one of the things that was quite common. So that might have something to do with either the lip sync or the quality of the audio, as we didn't really use a very. It was like it was good, but it wasn't top notch. So the audio was sort of uh, not the best because we didn't really buy anything. We didn't have a budget, so we just had used what was available. So of course the audio isn't going to be the best. The background was it was quite a big thing people found could be improved. And then the props we used was another thing. So the toy animals and the Bionicles sort of